truly an honor and a blessing to be able to stand here next to Casey and be his best man. As he stand by me for many years, known me since 7th grade, supported me through a lot of hard and good times as well, but definitely been there by my side. Thank you, Casey, for everything you've done for me and always being able to support me. First off, I'd really like to go ahead and thank Casey and Lindsay's parents for making this incredible evening happen tonight. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't think Casey and Lindsay could ask for a better wedding. And then secondly, just like Mel did, I want to really admire how beautiful Lindsay looks tonight. Absolutely breathtaking, Lindsay. Casey, you look okay too. So to really paint a picture to you about how Casey and me growing up, I want you to visualize two good-looking boys growing up, wearing Backstreet Boy highlighted tips on their hair, double polos with the collar popped off, because I don't know what, but we really thought that was cool. And then always contemplating on who had better shoes, which I always won. But as these boys continued to grow, they became men. And Casey, as he was younger, always the backflips, and as we saw today during pictures, and as you guys all know, he's still regularly does backflips. But I really want to go ahead and explain what you guys may not know, as Casey and I have known each other since 7th grade. And during these 15 years or so knowing each other, we definitely shared some fun, exciting, and probably most of all, unordinary moments together. And I guess these weird, unordinary moments still continue to go as we continue on with our lives. But as I was gathering my thoughts on what I really wanted to talk about tonight and how I wanted to embarrass Casey, I know he's shaking in his shoes right now because I got a lot of dirt on him. But rather than actually getting into that, I want to share to you guys the brotherly bond we have towards one another. When I first met Casey, which was obviously in 10th grade, like I said, I was at basketball tryouts. And as he got there, no one really knew who he was because he was brand new to the school. He just kind of showed up out of nowhere. And as we're running sprints, I hate to admit it, but he was actually killing us all. There's a couple things that went through my head. One, I can't let this guy beat me or take my spot on the team. Two, he's kind of good looking, so there might be some competition with the ladies. And then three, the only way to eliminate that competition is to become friends with it, or in this case, him. And that's exactly what happened. Like, we started growing up and became pretty much attached to the hip, really close. And eventually that competition that I was talking about no longer existed, but it really was trying to get us to be lovebirds apart. And I'm really serious here because whenever I wanted to spend the night, we actually would go to the 7-Eleven across the street and get Dove chocolate bars to bribe Julia to let us spend the night. This really lasted for a long time until one of the most saddest moments of my life, and that's when Casey ended up moving 8th grade year, and I didn't get to see him in high school until we ended up having to do longer drives to go visit him up in Frem. And the only thing that really else changed was that we now had Godiva chocolate bars rather than Dove chocolate bars. And as Casey graduated high school, he went to college, and I joined the Marine Corps. But we still kept in contact, and it was a wonderful thing. And as our journey apart continued, Casey ended up meeting his true love. No, it wasn't me, but it was this beautiful woman you see right here, Lindsay. And although I didn't have the opportunity to really meet Lindsay when we initially met, I did get the opportunity to do something else, which probably no one even knows. So thinking back to the glory days in 7th grade playing basketball, we had a tournament which was at St. John's School. And during that tournament, me and Casey were waiting in the stands. And as we were waiting in the stands for a game, we were actually a girls team playing. And as we're in the stands, I feel a tap on my shoulder. And I look over and it's Casey. He's like, dude, look at number 5. She's absolutely hot. So I look over at number 5, and she has blonde hair, And her last name was Bob. And I was like, yeah, she looks good. And Lindsay, I really want to apologize to Big Kate for so long to actually be brave enough to come up and introduce himself. He was 9 years in 7th grade. But now you have a training to cherish one another. I'm happy to say I not only gained an amazing friend, but also a sister. I want to wish you both a lifetime of happiness. I want to go ahead and give you a toast to lift your glasses. To the beautiful couple, my brother and my sister, Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth Lieber.